What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be messing around with my LBZ a little bit, talking about some options that I want your guys' opinion on, specifically engine related, getting to the turbo. I'm having some turbo issues with that truck. I want to see what you guys think we should do as far as turbo options on that. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead, back the Cummins out, get a little cold start of this, back this out, and we'll get the LBZ pulled in. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up and get the LBZ inside. Alright, so now that we got the LBZ pulled in, I'm going to go ahead here and pop the hood on the truck and talk about exactly what issues I'm having, and maybe some of you LBZ owners out there will be able to help me out. I've been dealing with this problem now for a little bit of time, and I really wanted to get it addressed here shortly because, like everything, prices on stuff that I want is going up, and before March 1st, I want to go ahead here and get some of these parts ordered so I don't have to pay any more money than I have to on expensive truck parts. LBZ's been doing great. I think I almost put like 70,000 miles on this thing. Over the course of the year that I had it, it really hasn't given me any issues. As you guys can see, we did the front end, and my one wheel in the back here is leaking some air. As you can see, it's different, so looking for a set to match that back up with. But anyways, let's pop the hood here. So as I was saying before that piece of ice got caught up, one thing that needs to be addressed on this truck is definitely the turbo. Now, as I was saying before, this truck almost has 500,000 miles on it. We're creeping up on 500,000 miles here, and it's kind of annoying. I went ahead a while ago, I believe beginning of 21, I boost tested the whole truck to make sure I wasn't having any issues, and the problem that I'm having now is that the truck's acting like really weird, that, you know, when it's cold, it runs great. And when you start getting up to operating temp, you go to give it some gas and the truck doesn't want to move, doesn't want to do anything. The weird part is getting all the rail pressure it needs, and I see the turbo vanes moving on my edge. I want to data log it here tomorrow just to verify before I buy a turbo that, you know, it's not a vane sticking issue. Like I said, I see the vanes moving. When the truck starts up, you can hear the vanes change positions. And I also went ahead a while ago and I put a new vane position sensor on here. The only other thing I didn't touch on the turbo was the actuator, but before I dived into it too deep, I assume it's just a turbo. You know, these things do wear out. Last time I pulled it out, it did have a little bit of shaft plate in there, so what I'm looking to do now is upgrade a turbo, get an upgraded turbo for the truck. And I know there's a lot of good options out there with companies like Ryan's Diesel, Danville, the Stealth 64, so there's a good bit of options out there, and I want to know what your guys' take on turbo options are for a drop-in replacement for an LBZ. Like I said, I'm not looking to make crazy power. I just want the reliability of, you know, I can hit the gas, my truck does what it wants. And tuning-wise, I still haven't had anyone touch this yet as far as tuning. So basically, if I get a drop-in turbo, I'm going to have to find a good company to tune this thing. And I've been thinking about getting the Danville 64mm for this. I believe it's a 63.5mm. I heard really good things about Danville. I've been doing some research on them, and they're basically, like I said, hands down one of the best when it comes to these older LBZ trucks and Duramaxes in general. Like I said, I'm not looking to make crazy power with this. I'm still on stock injectors and whatnot, but I see a lot of people going with Ryan's diesel and stuff, so I want to be a little bit different. If you guys do some research or know anything about Danville, they sound absolutely phenomenal on these LBZs. And as of right now, I only have a 4-inch exhaust on here. So basically, if I get it and the turbo ends up, working good and fixing my issue, I'll probably end up throwing a 5-inch exhaust on here, so you can hear it a little bit better. The 4-inch is really great. No drone, especially on the LBZ. There's really no drone. It's super quiet. It's nice to be a little bit incognito with this thing. And getting back to the power loss with this truck, before I go ahead and buy the turbo, I almost assume it's got to be the turbo. And if not, no big deal. Like I said, I believe this turbo's on its way out. It does have a little bit of shaft play, but I did check the balance rates on my Edge CTS3. And believe it or not, I'm not sure if the truck ever had a set of injectors in here or not. I would assume it had to have been at some point, but all the balance rates are within plus or minus 1.5, which is great. So I don't think it's a fueling issue. One thing I want to do at some point too is the race plug on this. But like I said about the power loss, you'll be going up a hill, like the truck will run great for, a week. Then a random day, you'll be going up a hill, you'll be giving the truck half throttle, but doesn't want to do anything. I see the vanes moving on my Edge, so I don't think they're stuck. Like I said, meeting all the rail pressure, all the fuel's there. Like I said, I believe it just has to come down to being the turbo, because when it's doing that, you don't hear the turbo at all. Like you'll hear it spool up, when it's working as it should. And then like when you're up a hill like that, you won't hear the turbo doing anything, so I assume it's got to be the turbo. So, let me know what you guys think as far as turbo options. Like I said, I named some of the bigger companies that, are all about the LBZs and stuff like that. But if you guys have any other recommendations, let me know down below. But like I said, as of right now, once I start doing some more research, I'm really thinking about going with the Danville 63.5 for the LBZ. So that's about it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about the turbo upgrade for the LBZ. Like I said, some more mods coming for this. It's been about a year now before I've really done anything crazy with this truck. And like I said, I can't leave anything good alone. So I want to go ahead and start upgrading some parts on there. So if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. If you like this video, be sure to leave it a big thumbs up. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Stop this conversation.